27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, on this March afternoon, March 10th, by the way, that feels perhaps more like May 10th. But this does happen this time of the year. We get some pretty dry air to move into the region, and boom, temperatures soar with a strong southwesterly flow and lots of sunshine. This really negates, to me, any chances of wet snow looking ahead, even though it is still considered early spring, early meteorological spring. There can be some times of wet snow, but I think now we're really kind of nipping that chance in the bud, even looking ahead in the extended pattern. So what happened this afternoon? We started in the 30s in a lot of places, and now we are safely at 80 degrees at most of our reporting sites, and 79 was the record set back in 2016, so we now have a new record high temperature for the day. It does appear, and it could even be a little bit warmer yet over the next hour to 90 minutes. Again, most areas hitting that 80 degree mark, if not a degree or two shy, so it's a very dry warmth, which we don't see that often here in central Pennsylvania. We see it in early spring, we see it in the fall, but the in-between time period is when we get a lot of humidity. So find a way to enjoy this. Temperatures will fall into the 70s this evening. So yesterday was not a record. 71 was the high temperature. The record was 79. Today, we have exceeded, it looks like, the high temperature at HIA, which was 79 degrees, set back in 2016. Now, tomorrow is the one that is now a little bit more in doubt after it was looking better. And the reason why tomorrow is a little more in doubt has to deal with the shower and thunderstorm forecast. Let me show you Precision Cast again. There's the 70s for this evening, then 60s and 50s tonight. I really think tonight could be one of our first nights you can leave the windows open and enjoy some of this fresh, cooler air at night, but not cold air. So that's the key part. And then heading into Wednesday afternoon, that's when we may fail to hit 70 degrees. And some of the reasoning behind this is simply because of clouds, showers, and thunderstorms. So let's talk about that. That really no chance here today, I think, of seeing showers and storms develop over the mountains. If they do, they'll be very sporadic. But heading into tomorrow morning, there are signs that some of the western convection, so some of the thunderstorms over parts of the Ohio Valley, western PA, they could still be rolling through tomorrow morning. And if that happens, that's going to really limit our warming potential and the amount of energy in the atmosphere for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So there's still a chance of thunderstorms, especially for the areas that sneak in a little bit of sunshine. But if we end up with the typical central Pennsylvania pattern of morning clouds, chances for morning showers and storms, it's really going to limit thunderstorm activity later in the day, which then limits how strong the storms can be, which dampens the severe weather threat. You're going to hear about opportunities for severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center is going pretty aggressive in terms of severe weather potential, I think a little bit early in the process based on this potential of morning showers and lingering clouds and showers into the afternoon. We will see what pans out, but based on our experience here at ABC 27, we think those chances are relatively low. Again, we will continue to track it just in case there are some stronger storms. Then heading into Thursday, mainly cloudy, cooler, some showers still lingering around too. I will say the models had been showing chances for some wet snow mixing in. I really think a day like today limits that overall activity. So the 7-day forecast, it will be cooler Thursday and Friday, but we pick up the pace again temperature-wise Saturday, Sunday into next week as well, at least above 50 degrees. And I think Sunday is going to be a pretty nice day, even if we're not at 80. So this is the one day of the 7-day forecast that you can really enjoy the warmth and the sunshine. We appreciate you watching, but go outside and try to enjoy. Again, it's not every March that we get an 80-degree day quite like this one. Take care.